But now let's move into our favorite segment, our weekly segment, where we talk about the dampest of dudes, the soggiest of shooters, the moistest of men. Before we get into it, and before I bash Ricky for the 15th straight week, get out of here. I can't wait to fight with you about this and it's a horrible wet boy.
Yeah, it's my wet boy.
Let's thank our patrons. We got to also add our guy Tim, who's a new patron. We don't have him unfortunately on the sheet just yet, but just became a patron, so we want to thank him. We'll get your name up there as soon as possible, Tim, but we want to thank Alexis, Bilal, Batalio, Braden, Charlie, Edwin, Eric, Sean, Henry, Hubertus, Jake, John, Patrick, Soapy, and Sam. And also we got to give a shout out to Pete for the studio space. Thank you very much for your support. We appreciate it. This is the dumbest show in the history of the world, and we think that you support us. It's a joke, Ricky.
Okay.
We're not that dumb. You get so butthurt after I say that. It's funny. It's a joke. We're stupid. We're stupid guys. Come on. Who's your wet boy of the week?
Well, I had a couple. I've got 2 honorable mentions I want to throw out there. Actually, 3 honorable mentions.
You have.
No,
a
I
wet
do.
boy.
No, I do.
No, don't try to go around this.
No, let me do.
Don't try to go around this. Who's your wet boy?
Let me do me.
You made a pick. Pick your wet boy.
Sean, why would it be any different now when you ask him a question? He would actually answer the first thing. He's going to answer his own question, then he'll get to yours when he's ready.
Yeah, when I'm pleased.
This is normal. Quit trying to act dramatic.
This is my thought process. The first guy I was going to go with there was someone else. Luckily, one of you guys took him. I'm like, cool, there's a pool now that I have. The first guy I thought of was Zion Williamson. Looked at his stats, and I went, you know what? I love Zion. Would love to give him back-to-back wet boys. I'm going to push him off to the side. Soapy, who's in Twitch chair right now, threw out Derrick Rose yesterday in the Watch Along After Dark. I love my Derrick Rose. He also tried to get me to give one to Svi Mikhailuk. I pushed him off to the side.
Zion would have been a better pick than
some love. No, not a chance.
Absolutely.
And then the third one was Devin Booker, because I did say on Twitter that I might have to give it to Devin Booker, but we were talking Devin Booker in the last topic, so I felt like I didn't have to give him
Zion?
Love. Zion, D. Rose, and D. Book.
Okay.
Were the 3 that I was thinking about along with
So I have 6 better choices for you already.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You have your wet boy, this is my wet boy, and it's Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine's my wet boy. And it's because part of this is a statement. He got snubbed, should be an all-star, but also he put up great stats this week. Had a 44-point game this week
against the Cavs.
Don't
he was
matter.
guarded by fucking
Doesn't
Colin
matter. He
Sexton.
put up 44 points. He had a great game against the Cavs.
A trash team.
Doesn't matter.
It does matter.
I don't give a shit. He had a great game. The only duty thing he did this week was in 2 games. I think it was the Pacer game and the King game. He shot atrociously.
1 of 13
from
I think,
3.
from 3.
Yeah. So okay.
He's shooting 33% in the month of January.
Bad
you gave him 3 wet boys.
It's my wet boy. He is my wet boy for this week. Boy. Should be an all-star. He got snubbed. Nobody respects him, but I do. There you go.
He's gotten
wet boy this year.
He's gotten 3 wet boys this month, and he's got a plus-minus of
3 this year.
-2.
3 this entire year.
But they're also this
month, because it's the same month.
3 this year.
The same. You're the fucking worst. I also, and I don't think you put them up there, but I also made other sheets for you.
Yeah,
for actual better wet boys.
It's not my wet boy.
If you wanted
Sean's
to go with the bad, good player on a bad team route, you could have gone with a better choice. Trae Young averaged 32 points, 15 assists, 4 boards, 43% from the field, which is better than your 41%. Also shot better from 3. I think Zach LaVine was at like 28%, and Trae Young was at 34%.
Yeah.
You could have gone, great player. Great team. Pascal Siakam, 26 points per game, 7 boards, 3 assists. They won 4 games this week, and 52% from the field,
I'm not
38%
a win-loss
from
guy.
3.
My wet boy
you
is not a
should be,
team
because
thing.
that's
it's a
actually
player
important
thing.
in the world.
No.
And then also Jake's guy, Ben Simmons, 25 points, 7
I
boards,
would never
6
give a
assists,
wet boy to Ben
64% from the field, and Ben Simmons is shooting 83% from the free throw line.
Ben Simmons could save my mother's life, and I wouldn't give him a wet boy.
Okay, well, you probably still give it to Zach LaVine, even if he killed your mother.
Yeah, probably not. Not if he killed my mom. That's the one line I would not cross.
So
exhausting.
So unfortunately, it's in there that Zach LaVine is a wet boy, and it's distasteful.
I feel like I'm gonna have to start swinging wet boys at popular players again soon, just so we don't end up with Zach LaVine being our wet boy of the year.
But it doesn't matter. He's just gonna pick him every single week to piss me off.
Because I picked him this week because I looked at his stats and I thought he was wet boy worthy.
Just because he is a guy that you like that averaged a lot of points doesn't mean he was wet boy worthy. There are better players out there that are more worthy.
So from now on, I just should not pick a wet boy.
No, honestly,
Because
I think that'd be
whatever
better.
I do, it's not worthy.
No, you picking Zach LaVine each week is not worthy.
I thought it was my.
Did I
wet
bash
boy.
you when you said
My wet
Zion?
boy.
Did I bash you when you picked Zion?
My wet boy.
Did I bash you when you picked Zion?
Totally
No.
thought it was
Did I
my
bash
wet
you when I
boy.
picked Kelly Oubre?
Totally
No.
thought it was
Did I
my.
bash you when I picked Goran Dragic?
I thought this
No.
was a democracy. We got to vote for our own wet boys, and
Yeah.
it's my wet boy.
It's a democracy. It's free. I can bash yours. Dave, who's your wet boy?
Christ. Fucking dumpster fire. Both of you guys. I went with Russell Westbrook. You guys just spent an entire segment bashing him, saying he shouldn't be a All-Star this year. Meanwhile, he had a fantastic week. He's good at basketball. And I think that people want to overlook him because he started the year off shooting approximately 12% from three and taking like 7 shots a game. Look, I was wrong. My bold prediction on the year was hella wrong. I have no problem admitting that.
Did you say 38%?
I said he'd shoot league average, which is 36 this year right now. So that was a smidge off. But look, Russell Westbrook is doing what Russell Westbrook is best at, and that is driving to the hole. And he is dominant, and he is absolutely one of the best reasons why I want to say Hornets for some reason. The Houston Rockets are doing so well this season. James Harden's great, but as most teams have figured out, they were able to double him when Gordon was out and unhealthy. Gordon's back. He's still not got his shot 100% back, but this team needs Russell Westbrook in order to dominate games. They need him when it comes time for the playoffs. And Russ has been playing fantastic for the last month. So I want to give him credit this past week because he had some great standout performances.
And also to that too, I think it's a good wet boy. Throughout the year, would he deserve a wet boy? No, I don't think he deserves an All-Star appearance. But this week he's been fantastic. That's for sure. If you compare him to the one wet boy that's been out there, and at least let's just compare him to the month because Zach LaVine's gotten 3 wet boys this month, and Russell Westbrook has gotten 1. He's got 32.5 points per game. That's more than Zach LaVine's 28.5%. He's a better shooting for the field, 52% compared to 46%. He's also got a positive plus minus compared to Zach LaVine's negative plus minus. So and also in the games that Russell Westbrook played, the 11 he's played, they're 5-6, where Zach LaVine is 6-11. So,
wow. I can't tell if there's a bias on that side of the table or not, but
there's always a bias on that side of the table.
Honorable mention to Dylan Brooks. I had to veer away from the Memphis Grizzlies for 1 week because I felt like I was becoming too much of a Grizzly fan.
Not Marshawn Brooks.
Not Marshawn, definitely not Marshawn. But no, he's been playing really great. He's a surprise for me because we dogged him so hard during the offseason, and now he's got his stroke right now. He's shooting great. He's massive for this team. He's still a third piece. But guess what? As a third piece, he's doing his job. They're winning a incredible amount of games when he scores 20+. So shout out to Dylan Brooks. You almost got it. Mostly for embarrassing. No, never mind. He didn't get it because of his last game.
Okay.
I'm just going to put it out there.
All right. At least I like hashtag off the court and then hashtag not Marshawn.
Yeah.
I think those are 2 good things that we can take away from that. Also, I thought of an 8th guy that is better than Zach LaVine, and that's what's up?
Hashtag Marooks.
And Marooks as well.
Yep.
But I also thought of an 8th guy that is better than Zach LaVine, and that's shout out to Retro who gave me Kawhi Leonard. He's played 2 games, 47% from the field, 46% from 3, 89% from the line.
I think from now
32,
on, I'm just going to pick
12,
guys
and
that
8,
don't deserve it.
16 plus minus.
I'm just going to pick ludicrous guys now.
My backup pick.
That's better as long as they're not like Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine is already ludicrous. That's the point I'm trying to point out.
They're
to you.
going to be
That
worse
it's a
than Zach
ludicrous
LaVine
pick to
now.
pick Zach LaVine each
No,
week.
they're going to be like a bench guy.
I liked when you were picking. I liked when you were picking a new guy each week because that way I didn't have to listen to Zach LaVine each week.
My backup pick was Cam Reddish.
Yeah.
Because Cam Reddish, after you talked so much shit about him, he's continued to play really well.
Again, good for him. He's on my fantasy team, so I'm not going to bash him
last 4
too
games,
much
he's
now.
putting up 16 points a game, 4 rebounds a game, an assist and a half, half a steal, half a block a game, shooting a great 48, 44, 80 split. Like, come on. He's turned the corner. Can I get an admission? He's turned the corner.
This is the best he's looked from when I've been able to watch him play basketball.
Yes.
That is for sure and certain.
I want to give him a shout.
This is the most consistent he's ever looked.
Just a 1 week thing. He is continuing the trend, and he's looking really good.
Yeah, dating back to when you gave it to him on the 18th. If we went to that week of him, in the past 10 games, 43% from the field, 45% from 3, 86 from the line, 13 points, 1.4 steals, 1.5 assists. He's been playing much better. It's good to see. Final one here, Damian Lillard. This is an obvious choice, a great choice. A guy that's scoring in bunches like Zach LaVine, but at a much better rate and a much better a margin as well. Damian Lillard is fantastic. 44 points this week, 11 assists, 8 boards, 56% from the field, and 58% from three. That's what a good shooter looks like, Ricky. He's also averaging more points in the season than Zach LaVine, yet has somehow less wet boys.
Well, I mean, just so you know, the reason why I asked you your wet boy first in our text group is if what happened last week to Dame happened, I would have picked Dame. So Dame was the other guy left.
So I should have picked a bad one.
Yeah. Dame was his number one.
Yeah.
We talked on Discord beforehand, and he was.
Why didn't you just pick Dame? I asked you first. I was giving you the pick. I was letting you pick.
Because I said to Soapy, I had those other guys that I was debating. I was like, if he takes Dame and Soapy, even in the watch along, Sam too, I was like, well, I get to pick another one.
Like that's the thing. As long as we're recognizing,
I'm not picking.
I think he was thinking, Sean. As long as we're happy with the players who get recognized, I don't mind it.
Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna come in with 4 wet boys next week. Okay? So that way, if all of you picked mine somehow, I will have 2 backups. All right? And I'm not telling you mine.
2 backups.
I'm not telling you mine until it happens.
Why?
I won't send you my email until it happens. Because I don't want Zach LaVine as a wet boy. I don't care if that's what's happening. If I made this happen, I'm going to figure out why it's happening, and I'm going to stop.
So this is now you're making this a dictatorship. This is not.
It's not a dictatorship. You're making bad choices. It's like a family member that continues to drink. Stop drinking the Zach LaVine alcohol. It's bad for you. He's inefficient. He sucks.
If I did just to prove Jake wrong,
he's 6-11 in fucking January.
Who would you have taken if I took Dame? Who would you give a wet boy to?
Honestly, Simmons.
Oh, okay, Jake's right. I thought you'd go with
C-Scam.
C-Scam.
Yeah, C-Scam deserved it this week.
C-Scam deserved it. C-Scam deserved it. Trae Young deserved it. Ben Simmons deserved it.
Trae Young was great.
Kawhi Leonard deserved it.
Anyway,
Brooks deserved it. Derrick Rose deserved it.
Derrick Rose was my number 2. Soapy almost.
Who was your number 2? You just said Zach LaVine was your number 2. You're a liar. You're a liar. You're just trying to make me go crazy. You don't watch anything besides Bulls basketball, and it's rotting your brain.
I mean,
you homer.
After you picked Dame, the new pool that was set of the 4, Soapy was.
So your rankings changed after you thought about it logically. You thought about it logically.
Dame. Can I explain it?
Go ahead.
Dame was my number 1.
Somehow explain this to somebody.
Dame was my number 1. And I had, Zion was the only one I looked at that point. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to see what Sean's wet boy is because Dave, I know, was asleep. And then you said, well, I'll probably pick Dame. So I said, cool. Let me look at the other ones. And while we were live on the watch-along, I looked up Zion. I looked up Zach. I looked up Devin Booker because on Twitter this week, I did say I might have to give it to Devin Booker to go with our boy Alexi.
You should have.
Shout out with our patrons.
He was a bigger snub than Zach LaVine was.
And Soapy campaigned hard for not just Derrick Rose, but for Svi Mikhailuk as well. Soapy tried his hardest. He almost got Derrick Rose to be a wet boy.
Say, but we still got to talk Zach LaVine on Superfans. And if you're already at this level,
I'm leaving the room after this podcast. I don't care. This is the worst day of my life. Zion Williamson had a plus-minus of 12. It's 60% from the field, 8 boards, 1.5 assists, 0.5 steals, 18 points. Should have picked Zion again. God.
He was in the room where it happened.
Devin Booker, it's plus-minus of 6.3.
Ricky?
32 points.
I don't even got that shit pulled up. Let me pull that up.
No, I don't care. We're last. We suck. This podcast
We're not
sucks.
last.
I hate Zach LaVine, and I
We're
hate
not
him.
last.
I hope you're happy.
We're not the worst. That's the most important
I
thing.
hate Zach LaVine now.
Yeah, our
because of
trade
you.
didn't get accepted yet, Kingy.
Kingy, you are killing us right now.
Kingy,
Oh,
bro.
no.
Wait.
He sent it to us, so he took out who we wanted and sent it back with Satoransky.
I want Satoransky. Do you want Satoransky?
He
No,
sent it back.
Satoransky's been bad.
He sent it back to us. So are we declining and reoffering?
What is it? So it's
Drew Holiday and Sato for Kawhi.
No.
Kawhi's been good.
So Sato's the deal breaker.
Yep.
Decline and counter again.
This is a month-long trade.
Whoa.
Pretty much.
Whoa. Hold on.
Sean
I'm looking
just
at the
saw
chat
chat.
right now. Sean is def 5'4", and that's generous. Jake, I've stood next to you. You know I'm 5'8", 5'9" on a good day. All right, come on now. Let's relax here. If I stood up, I'm taller than the camera. All right, the camera's at least 5'3".
Kingy, who would you give us not Satoransky because I think we went.
That was the
either-
original offer a month
Yeah,
ago when
we asked
Satoransky
for
was
Rocco.
good.
But I think
We asked for Rocco
We
at the
went for
second.
Rocco. Do we
Need a
go for
ruler?
Eric Bledsoe?
How tall are you?
5'10" and a half.
5'10" and a half. 5'10" and a half.
Yep.
Look at this.
You chinning up?
You're chinning up.
Get lower. You look taller. Yeah, see? 5'10".
You're bending the knees.
That's the point, Ricky. I'm taller than Ricky. Ricky, how tall are you?
And they can't even see. We're off
5'8".
camera on the tops.
5'8".
You're not 5'8".
I am
If you're
5'8".
5'8", then I'm 5'10". Because I'm taller than you.
Are you?
I'm absolutely taller than you. Get up. Stand up.
I'm not
stand up.
standing
This
up.
is great. This is great content.
Call me 5'4".
Yeah, because you're insecure in yourself,
5'4".
Sean. You got to be.
Dave was
gotta
leaning
own
more
it.
than
Dave was
Sean's
leaning
hairline.
more than Sean's hairline.
All right, guys. All right, guys. All right, here. All right, okay. All right, guys.
I'm just gonna
Jake,
do
go with
this.
me.
All right, great. Yeah, how's fantasy going, guys?
I'm finalizing a trade.
Jake,
you know, I'm the only
so
one
bad.
focusing on it right now.
Okay, great.
No one focuses on it when it's not during these 4 minutes of our show.
22 and balding. Imagine. Yeah, it's really great. Maybe you wonder why I get so upset at fucking stupid shit like fucking Zach Levine getting Wet Boys.
It's
It's
okay,
called Wet
Sean.
Boys,
okay.
guys. Wet Boys, and
It's
I'm
okay.
I'm getting upset at it. Yeah, it's because I'm 22 and balding.
So, in the world of fantasy, we are.
King E threw out Holmes. Comes back
Well,
next week.
Then bring that back. Then offer it back because I already did the same one, Rocco.
Okay, all right. King E, throw back
Now it's
another
back on you, big
offer.
boy. We're 8th still.
Yeah, we're really a tag team. I don't think that's going to change.
All right.
Sam has fallen. He used to be 2. King E overtook him. Can one of them finally catch Brad Stevens' army? I don't know.
Yeah.
Brad Stevens' army is at 106.
Perfect team.
King E's at
What draft
102.
position was he?
I don't know. But King E had our team. So if King E didn't snipe our team, we'd be really good.
King E, so.
Yeah, Brad Stevens' army has led Fred, Booker, Tatum, Gordon, Triple J, Chris Paul, OG, Cat, Bridges, Miles Bridges, PJ Tucker, Chamora, IT, and Peshkal. That's his team right now.
It doesn't even sound that good, but just every stat is filled. Mm-hmm. Well done.
It's called fantasy.
Credit due, man.
That's how you play
Credit
fantasy.
due.
And that's your update in fantasy basketball.
All right, there you go. So we make fun of Sean's height and hairline, and Zach Levine is somehow still a wet boy in this godforsaken
You did
world.
to yourself. If you didn't stand up and stomp
Yeah.
off, they wouldn't have
Yep.
noticed how short you were.
A, I've stood up on this podcast. B, I'm not 5'5". C, I will post a picture on Twitter showing you that I'm 5'8". Maybe even 5'9".
This help you out.
Are we doing
Chief?
shoes or non-shoes? Shoes or non-shoes? I'm not even paying attention to it. That's just so low.
So speaking of that, though, I got my license obviously in the mail. One thing I just didn't change at all on my license is I still have my high school height on there, and my high school height was 5'5".
If I'm wearing shoes, I'm 6 feet, I think.
Okay.
So
You got to get those
I kept
platformers.
the 6. No, even in these, and these are low. These are low. I'm legit just, and that's my license says 6
They had an
feet.
inch and a half.
It's about 3/4 of an inch, and at that point, I'm just like, it's close enough. Because who's
So
gonna?
you're rounding up.
I'm Tinder rules. You got Tinder rules, it right? Like if you're 5'10", 5'11", you're 6 feet.
tall, yeah.
Jake,
Yeah.
I think we hit a nerve. Old buddy, you hit a nerve.
What are you talking about?
Talking about you.
Plus, if I
Okay.
have the poofy hair, if it right now it's combed down, but if I got
Yeah.
poofy hair, it's
How
6
many
feet.
times have I made fun of my bald head on this podcast?
Plenty.
More than the count.
I think he's
All
talking
right.
about the height thing.
Oh, you're wrong. When you're factually wrong about Zach Levine being good at basketball and my height, I will come after you. So let's just at least be right here, guys. We're gonna throw
what's
shots.
best?
So let's
It's
at
like
least
some
be
Sean
right.
on Sean hate too, because Jake and Sean are the
Yeah.
same, and it's just they know what gets each other.
They get the people going.
Let us know what you think down in the comments about Zach Levine.